Welcome back, guys, to a quick one about child themes, how to create a child theme, how to do it roughly the right way. I think it is the right way, basing it on developerswordpress.org, and also how to create your own theme. So let's get started straight away. Let me show you this first. If I click on this one, yeah, that one there. This is where I'm getting it all from. Developer resources, the freedom to build, and you can find anything you want from. If you want to create something within WordPress, either through for a classic theme or a block theme, you can learn lots here. So have a little dabble, have a little play. This is where I got all the information from. I just copied and pasted from this into my files. Happy days. So how do you create a child theme? Well, the child themes look like this. Basically it tells you what is a child theme, blah de blah de blah. Go through the process, get it done. Fair dues. And yeah, they used a 2024 theme inside this thing. Create a child. Just follow these instructions. Create a CSS file. Let's have a look at my CSS file first for this one. There it is. They've gone for 2024. I've gone for 2013 because I love that theme. And it uses the template. So theme name Will's 2013. Template 2013, it knows then to go to 2013, and then you'd put other ed fields and things. I aren't going into that detail, but that's just copying and pasting from the developers WordPress.org, and that's essentially all you need to do to get a child theme up and running. If I look at my dashboard, I'm in the 2013 theme. I go to themes. There should be Will's. Let's have a look. Will's 2013. There it's all working. I know it is. If I activate it, and now we're in. It's activated. Active Will's 2013. Take a look at the site, and it looks like that. Not exactly what I was expecting, and you're probably seeing the same thing. This isn't what I was expecting. I was expecting to see exactly what 2013 looked like. It's because WordPress changed the functions and how the theme is transferred from the parent theme to the child theme. So you need to enqueue even if you did this for block theme, if you did a child theme to a block theme, or a child theme to what we're doing now, a classic theme, you're going to need to use a thing called functions, which I think is inside here, somewhere down here, blah de blah de blah. Yes, it's all here. Look, customizing your child theme, and you've got two options. You've got this one, which then loads just a style sheet, your style sheet. Yeah, if your style sheet's not getting loaded, you use this one. If your parent theme style sheet isn't getting loaded, you use this one. That's exactly what I used. So if we go to the functions for this one, here it is. It's all done. What I've done is I've put it into a comment. Yeah, I made all this a comment. So at the moment it looks like this because it isn't getting the styling from the 2013 theme. So let's change that now. Let's get rid of these guys and then make the thing work. And what it's doing, it's going add action, WP and Q scripts, Will's 2013 underscores in Q styles. Then it says function Will's 2013 in Q styles, is this one here, WP in Q style. So it's going to go Will's, and now that it's got dashes there, Will's dash 2013 dash parent dash style. Okay, get parent theme file URI style CSS. Let's save that. Let's go back to this site here and press refresh. Oh look, now we're back in. Now we're getting the styling of 2013. You then have the opportunity to develop this child theme into whatever you want. You can incorporate Bootstrap into this. You can incorporate change any of these styles that you want. Does it still work? Let's have a look. Yep, it all works. Look, there it is, all works for thingy, and it looks kind of cool as it is. But yeah, I think it needs a bit more flavour, you know what I mean? But it's just a bare bones child website of 2013. You have now full control to add all kinds of things to that site, like template parts, patterns. I have added the functions. You've got all kinds of stuff to go in there. So that gives you full control. If you wanted to change how your posts was displaying on your child theme against your parent, you then would create template parts and templates of all kinds of things. So that's going way deep. So that if you want to go into that sort of side of it, I'll do that too. How to develop a child theme, that's fine, fair dues. Now let's create uh, our own theme. But right now, I wanted to talk about this. It says here, here it is. Create a child theme folder. First, your child theme needs a name. This can be whatever you want in theme. Now create a new folder in the WP Content Themes directory with the kebab case version of the name. So, what is kebab case version? Well, basically, kebab case is a programming variable naming convention where a developer replaces the spaces between words with a dash. That's it. So that's the kebab version. So read that, follow these instructions. You can create yourself a child theme. Follow these instructions. Easy peasy. Let's create our own child theme. Here it is, and of course you could do a block theme at the beginning, or if you scroll all the way down, you're doing a classic theme. So this is where your classic theme is. So you can create my first theme, you create a style sheet inside that themes folder, you put this in. Okay, I'm just following these instructions. You create an index PHP file and you put that in. Just scroll down. Then you install your theme and then you activate your theme, and it should look like this. If I go back to this, then go back to developer site dashboard, thank you, go to appearance and themes. I've already got my first WordPress theme already set up. Again, if you press on, say for instance this one, go theme details, you've got a screenshot. You can incorporate one of them into your theme once you've made it and developed it. This is why I'm inside. If you look up here, localhost, this is where it is. You know what I mean? You're developing your own theme. You put in all your details are over here, version number, you've got tags to put in to your theme. So let's have a look at my theme. If I go back, okay, Will's first theme, there it is, my anonymous, because I haven't put it in yet, but there it is, people. If I activate it, I've got my first WordPress theme. If I go to visit site, there it is, exactly what they said I would have, which should look like that, which it does. Great. Yes, if you look at my theme, I've still got this thing here. What this code does at the top here, I've just copied and pasted this code. I've just copied and pasted this code here, and this puts all the relevant loops in and bits and bobs. It also puts in this strip at the top, so you can navigate back to your site if you want to. So I can go back to dashboard, go back to appearance, go back to customize, and just for now, let's change the settings. So use latest posts, that's that done. Publish. We can then close that down. We go visit site again, and it should then just be latest posts. Then all my posts I've ever created are here. What the beauty of that is, in a development way, is that you're able then to create and incorporate Bootstrap to this. How would you incorporate Bootstrap? The same way you would do in the functions. You'd enqueue these styles, you'd enqueue Bootstrap's URI, or style sheets, or you have to bootstrap the or enqueue the links to it. Okay, so learn how to do that. If you want me to show you how to do that, no problem. I mean, we've got this bare bones website called My First Website. If you want me to, oh, go on then. If you want me to incorporate Bootstrap into this site, let me know. Anything's possible. Now you've got the world, literally you've got now the entire world of WordPress and the WordPress codec and everything else at your fingertips. You can incorporate anything you want. Do you know what I mean? This is your environment, your local environment, and you can do whatever you want. Do you know what I mean? So hopefully you found this child theme, how to create one of these. And inside, let's quickly show you the folder structure to this one. Then you know what I'm talking about. If you're doing a local server, mine's the WAMP64. It's in it. Normally you'd install the WordPress folder inside this, and there's the WordPress folder. You go WordPress, you go content, you go themes, and if you look closely, you've got my first theme folder at the top. This is where I put it. This is where I created it. And I also created a Will's 2013 theme in here. And inside here we've got a functions and a style. That style for the child theme references where the parent is, if you remember that. If you go back to styles, it says template 2013. And that's how you make a child theme of any theme. Doesn't matter if it allows it, of course. You must check whether that theme allows you to create your own. You can add, take away, and do whatever you want. You can incorporate your own flavor. Do you know what I mean? Or you can do this instead and create your own theme and get started with this. Start with the headers and bits and bobs and work through that. Get a functions up and running and start queuing the URLs from Bootstrap. It's easy, mate. Once you get started, always come to this place, by the way. If you need to know anything, everything you need to know about WordPress is in this thing, developerwordpress.org. Everything you need is here. You can create anything, widgets, you can create your own apps if you like, little bits and bobs, dashboard things. You can create loads of things. It's just brilliant to go for. So also teach you about common APIs, code reference, REST API, coding standards, developer blog. There's so much information here, and have a little play, try some things out. This is what it is about having your own private, like if you what's it called, your own development site here set up on local. You can take this anywhere, and you don't need an internet connection to have a little play. You do it all inside your browser. That's great. But they've also brought forward where you can test things instead, like this one here, WordPress Playground. I've not played with that yet. I might have touched it but not played with it. So one day I might play with WordPress Playground, but with a local setup I've got already, I can just have a little play. If it breaks, I just start again, can't I? It's that easy. So hopefully you found the child theme and how to create a child theme informative, and that gives you also then full control over how things look. Okay, and if you did want to go from the very scratch, from the very start, you then would create your first theme this way, nice and easy. So guys, I want to say thanks very much for watching this quick one, and I'll see you in the next one. Hopefully, if you want me to develop this site, which it should still be on this site. If you want me to incorporate Bootstrap into my theme, because at the moment my theme does absolutely nothing and it looks like this, which is a bit bland. If we incorporate Bootstrap and give it some structure, some sort of framework, incorporate a navigation, blah blah blah, we've got to do it. I could do all that, no problem. And if you want me to show you how to do that, let me know. But we could just have a little play around this, couldn't we? Do you know what I mean? So thanks guys, and check out the developerwordpress.org, have a little play. Thanks guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye now.